All right, welcome back to Hermiting with Holly and Susan. And today we are talking music.
Well, I will let you know that I've been in the studio recently with James and Ed. By James, I mean James Taylor. He loves to come to the studio with me. And Ed Sheeran. We're big fans, he and I. We hang. He likes it. So those are two of the things I've been listening to a lot of late. How about you?
I'm not so much of a like if I'm working, I'm very much an ambient sound person. I
All right.
like my white noise. I like my rain or ocean or things like that because music makes me want to sing and dance. And
Ah,
so there's that. Like I got to sing and I could never when I was
when
a
I'm
kid go to sleep with music on because I wanted to sing all the songs and I would not go to sleep. So I do ambient noise, but when I do ask my little thingy here, and I can't say her name because she'll start talking. I like 80s dance music, and I will dance around the office then. I will be dancing around the office. So.
All right. Well,
But I
yeah.
like most music. I like most music. You know that. And I like musicals. I like all that. But again, I want to sing. I want to dance. I don't I don't want to do work when I'm
Right.
listening.
Well, and I listen to a lot of Broadway. I don't listen, like when I'm writing, I don't want anything on. I don't want the TV on. I don't want
Yeah.
anything like that going on. When I'm in the studio though, and sometimes it's actually it's a different rhythm now in my own studio. I listened to music a lot when I was up at school because people were in and out, and if you
And it helps block it out then. Yeah.
right. So then, but I've turned it on. I made myself a ceramic speaker for my phone, and it's awesome. It amplifies perfectly, and it was a prototype. So I'm going to do a bigger one and have that going. So, but yeah, I've turned the music on a few times in the studio up there, and sometimes I just listen to the birds. There's a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
So, nothing else new and exciting music-wise though that's really
Not music. No, not so much. And I will tell you what I have been binging right now that I have found as my comfort thing. I have been binging Fixer Upper with Chip and Joanna Gaines. I've been watching that.
Oh, there you go.
That's been my quarantine binge watch, and now I'm like looking at my house and going, I wonder what it would be like if we painted that brick. You know, that kind of thing. It's like, and I'm not a very, I am a comfort person and I like what I like kind of person. I am not a coordinated design person. I'm not. That's just not me.
I feel like, well, we have an antique. So if you ask me the style of my home, it would be antique. So there's a lot of that goes on in the house, and I sort of build around that.
I'm eclectic. Whatever I like, and I don't care if it doesn't go with the other stuff. If I like it, and I want it, and there you go.
Well, at the cottage, I have a lot of buffalo plaid, which I am a fan, but it looks like so cabiny, cottagey.
Yes,
it fits so nicely.
Right.
So that's my theme out there. So, all right, music or shows you're binging. I just started The Great, that new one on Hulu. It's about Catherine the Great, but it's not.
Okay.
It says, how do they do it? It's like The Great, a truthful biography sometimes, or an occasional. I forget the wording on it, but they make it apparent that it's a fictionalized history story. It is fantastically funny so far. If you don't like raunchy, there's a lot of there's a lot of nookie going on.
I see.
Sort of ways. So I just watched that like this.
We've been watching The Good Fight.
Oh,
okay, which was like, have you seen that?
I saw
fascinating.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, we're watching, I forget what season we're in now, and it's just like very thought-provoking, and very like, like just very thought-provoking.
Yeah, we also have been watching Killing Eve, which is you would think
from Grey's Anatomy, right?
Yeah, Christina Yang from Grey's
Anatomy. Right.
I am not someone who enjoys like they really don't give you a lot of the blood and guts
Which
of
is
it.
good. Yeah.
There's a lot of murder and you would think I wouldn't like it. And I really like the girl who does all the killing is phenomenal. Like it was an awful
So is
scene.
it kind of like a Dexter thing where you've
Yes,
got your
very, very much like that. And
okay.
she's pointing a gun at a nanny and a baby. And like every time the nanny, she pointed her and she's like, ready, you can see, ready to go. But she'd point at the baby and she'd be like, no, 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 not the baby kind of thing. And she's like, it's not even your kid. She didn't understand. And she didn't have
Yes,
to
because there's no
you to
empathy,
know
right?
that she could not understand. And so there's some really highly awful scenes that are just hysterically funny. And it's mainly because of the actress.
Okay.
She's really good. There's some really, it's awful. It's one of those shows that you're like, oh.
Well, one of the other ones that we've started, and it wasn't really working for us. And then I read online, a Facebook friend said, you got to give it time. And that is, Schitt's Creek.
Okay.
It's like SCHITTS.
My kids have talked about it. Yeah.
Yeah. And like we started watching it and we watched maybe like 4 episodes and I was like, I just don't like these people. They're horrible. I just don't like them at all. And yet, other writers were out there saying, it's a slow burn. Like it's a slow burn. You got to give it some time. And so we started watching more episodes and now we're like, okay, this is funny.
Yeah.
I like it. This is funny. So now we're, watching that too. So yeah, those are the ones we're watching right now.
There you go. I think you need to keep yourself busy with good music, good movies, and good books. Speaking of books,
for sure.
Do you know anybody who writes any books that people might be interested in?
I don't know about any books that are. I have no idea.
What? Next.
What? There's Holly's book.
Oh, well, thank you. Those are the first 2. The next one, the third one in the series comes out in a week.
And then here's this one that I keep saying is coming soon and I haven't gotten released yet. And now it's like 83 degrees out and my people have winter coats and mittens on.
Yes, but I think sometimes that's very cooling. Like if you're feeling hot and you're reading something.
Again, let me just say, here's the thing. It's called The Pregnancy Test. It's a pregnancy book. It spans a long scope of time, right? I mean, like really, I'm pretty sure, I think the book actually opens in like the end of August. So like, there you go.
Right. Well, Crib Notes too. There's some winter in it. I as a reader, that's never bothered me. I don't feel like I have to read to the season. So
exactly. And if I want to read a Christmas book right now, then I'll read a Christmas book right now.
There you go. Yeah, it's not specifically a Christmas book, but there is a Christmas scene in it. But like there's a pregnancy in it. And
I have always found with pregnancy books, and I do tend to write. I've written a couple of pregnancy books. Holidays are great touch points to pass the time through. Okay, so here they are at Thanksgiving, and here they are at Christmas, and here they make good touch points. So eventually, I'm going to get that book out.
Yeah, my next comes out in a week. The first 2 are available now. Crib Notes is Special Kind of Different, and then Homecoming comes out in 1 week.
Cool. All
right.
Okay. Well, okay. What are you watching? What are you listening to?
What are you reading?
Tell us down in the comments, and we will see you next time.
Bye, guys.